A blissful smile appeared on Talia's face as the buttery waffle with the hint of vanilla melted in her mouth, together with the sweetness of the plum jam. Caden told me this girl differed, but only now I realized how much. Stephanie's voice reached Damon through the mind link. Damon guessed that Stephanie alluded to the way he helped Talia with food. Nothing seems wrong with me helping the girl out. Damon took a sip of coffee nonchalantly. I never said it was wrong, Stephanie immediately responded. It wasn't wrong, but Damon never took a personal interest in any new members. Stephanie knew that Damon waited for Talia at the pack hospital, gave her his old room on the 3rd floor, and now served her food. This seemed unheard of. Stephanie didn't consider the possibility that Damon harbored romantic feelings toward Talia. She thought of Damon as a child, and compared to him, Talia looked innocent and in need of protection, not romancing. On top of that, Talia appeared shy, timid, and less flashy than many of the women who pursued Damon. Definitely not a seductress. Her presence felt small and forgettable, even though her face bore pretty features. Talia looked bruised, and overall, Stephanie thought Talia seemed pitiful, which reinforced Stephanie's belief that Talia invoked the protective side in Damon. Damon might act crass and rough around the edges, but he suffered when his parents... And since then, Damon never refused a person in need. And that described Talia exactly. Stephanie's daughter, Lisa, stood about that age, and Stephanie's heart ached at the thought that someone would be heartless enough to mistreat a girl like that. Talia's big, honeyed eyes looked clear and bright, even though she visibly felt apprehensive in the new environment. Stephanie didn't know how long Damon would allow Talia to stay in the packhouse. He didn't tell her anything other than to prepare a room, but she thought of helping Talia relax. Talia, is there something you enjoy doing? Talia blinked. Something she enjoyed? No one ever asked her such a question. Seeing that Talia didn't know how to answer, Stephanie asked her next question. Did you like cooking? Talia understood the question as Stephanie's attempt to give her a job. Kitchen duties sounded much better than washing bathrooms and emptying trash. She could learn from experienced cooks and hone her skills and learn from the cookbooks also. Who knew? Maybe one day she would become a famous chef? As a great chef, she could cook many delicacies she missed while hiding in the attic. That sounded like an amazing plan. All the girls in the Red Moon Pack got to help in the kitchen until the age of 16, when they received assignments based on their position. But Talia didn't get a chance to cook since she moved into the attic more than a decade ago, so her cooking skills remained limited, but she didn't let that stop her from grabbing the opportunity. I can help in the kitchen. Talia's eyes sparkled, reflecting her dreams of the scrumptious feast she would make for herself. Someday. Stephanie smiled. I would love that. How about you help me prepare dinner today? Damon spoke up sternly. Talia's hands are injured. I thought she could help a bit and we could chat and get to know each other. As Stephanie saw it, if Talia could hold a fork, she could pass an onion. She didn't expect Talia to engage in hard labor. Damon didn't like it. With that thing around her wrist, Talia can't help with washing, chopping, or mixing. I want to see her rest and focus on getting better. Talia will not have any tasks until she completely heals. Of course. Stephanie looked at Talia with a kind smile. After your hands heal. Talia nodded in agreement. She didn't think much about cooking before Stephanie brought it up, but it seemed like a skill everyone should have, and this looked like a great opportunity to learn. Damon could see Talia's wheels turning as she came up with some ideas. So he had to ensure she heard him. You are not allowed to work until Travis and I say you can. Until then, I want you to take it easy and rest. Talia wondered how far that take it easy and rest would stretch. Can I go to the forest? Damon frowned while thinking about how to answer this. He didn't like the idea of Talia wandering who knows where. He needed her in the visible range, or closer. You can go to the garden. If you want to go beyond that, Let me know. I don't want you to get lost. Talia exhaled helplessly. Why did Damon think she got lost easily? She didn't want to appear needy or ungrateful, but this sounded like limiting her freedom. She took a mental note to bring this up again later when the scary alpha seemed in a better mood. With Talia's stomach getting full, fatigue took over. After a night awake in the car and a morning in the packhouse hospital, she felt ready to sleep. Talia yawned. You must feel tired, Stephanie stated the obvious. When you finish with food, I'll show you to your room. Talia felt full, but a few more delicious bites of strawberries and whipped cream remained, which she saved for the end. So she decided to finish those, even if it meant she might get a tummy ache later. Careful with that! A shrill scream drifted from the hallway. If you damage it, even if you sell a kidney, it won't be enough to fix it. Take it to my room. Talia glanced around at the faces around the table. Damon busied himself with his food, Caden and Maya frowned, and Stephanie shook her head for a second before she locked eyes with Talia. You're done, right? Stephanie said with urgency while standing up. Let me show you to your room. Before Talia could respond, Stephanie helped her up and practically pushed her toward the side door. Let's go through the kitchen so you see where it is, Stephanie said while beckoning Talia with her eyes to hurry. Talia glanced back to see the last 2 strawberries on her plate that she didn't get a chance to eat and saw Damon looking her way with a small frown on his handsome face. Then his head whipped to the door which connected to the hallway. Damon, baby! A curvaceous brunette appeared in the room with a big smile. You need to teach those Omegas how to treat their Luna. Luna? Talia felt flabbergasted. How many Lunas can one alpha have? Didn't he come to the Red Moon Pack to marry Marcy? Talia felt distracted because Stephanie led the way through the kitchen and then into a hallway before they started walking upstairs. Talia turned to Stephanie with confusion in her voice. Yes, we're going there. Talia pressed her lips into a line, and her heart started racing uncontrollably. They just passed the 2nd floor. Why did they still go up? Would she end up in an attic again? Here we are, Stephanie said in a sing-song voice while opening the door of the room on the 3rd floor. Talia glanced inside, not daring to take a step over the threshold. A big 4-poster bed, a work desk, a sitting area with a low coffee table, a sofa, and 2 sofa chairs filled the room before her. There was a reading nook with big pillows under the window on the left, a full bookshelf next to it, and 2 doors on the right wall stood open so Talia could see a bathroom and a closet. She blinked a few times and then looked at Stephanie. Are you sure we're in the right place? Stephanie smiled. Yes.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.